So this is nothing like anything either of us have ever put together or put out there before, right?
Right.
My name is Mike Labrie. I run a Dragon Ball website.
My name is JP Burke. I run a space podcast.
Every Saturday night since roughly the beginning of the pandemic, a little bit into there, kind of with like this core friend group, we've been playing Mario Kart those Saturday nights, and at some point we started streaming it, and at some point we started reviewing anime during it.
Yeah.
I feel like
It's
that's
like
just,
the natural trajectory.
exactly. I was just gonna say the natural course of action for people like us. Let's get back in a minute to what this review that you're about to watch or listen to actually is. We're talking about Angelic Layer, which is a manga and anime series. JP, how did you get into Angelic Layer?
I'm not entirely sure, but it was definitely from the era when I had just discovered fan subs and I was still acquiring episodes just one at a time on Kazaa from like random fan subbers, which would sometimes have pretty significant different translations. But it was definitely from that era of like, you know, like I was downloading Chobits around the same time. So it probably was through the MIT Anime Club, which I used to hang out in high school.
Okay,
but-
so that's what I was gonna say. So the anime was 2001 when it came out. Where were you in college or school at that point?
Yeah, I was a sophomore in high school and had just started. I'd founded our anime club, and I know we watched Angelic Lair. So I'm not entirely sure where it came from. Now that I think about it, I have some suspicions. I'll have to ask some people, but yeah, I think it was just generally that taking that next step off of like watching Toonami and moving into like, oh, you can watch these in Japanese, and oh, if you know what you're doing, you could just go get these, or like, get these DVDs and change the language, and meeting other people watching it, going to conventions and all that. It was right in that same time.
Gotcha. So I'm just a couple of years older than you. I was going into my sophomore year of college when Angelic Layer came out. So I was coming off of the VHS fan sub days, and Digisubs were just hitting, and this was one of those series that was out. And so, freshman, sophomore year of college, is it anime? Yeah, I'll watch it. Whatever you got.
What do you
Angelic
got?
Layer, Gundam X, I don't care. Let's watch it. Let's try it out.
Yeah.
So I actually don't remember myself if Angelic Layer was something that we watched in Anime Club first. It may have been, or like you, if it was on a Direct Connect server somewhere, and I just
something.
or an IRC room and just grabbed it. But it was kind of like a staple of college and fandom, and we're into AMVs. There's at least one notable AMV of the era, so I feel like Angelic Layer's always kind of been in the background there.
Yeah.
So Angelic Layer, it was originally a manga by Clamp, this super group of manga authors. I had not read or watched anything by Clamp at this point, not even Ray Earth. So I think it was probably my entryway into Clamp for me. What grabbed me was probably cool little dolls, toys fighting, but the music in particular. And I really wanted to wait until the last minute to tell you this, JP. But the composer for this series, Kohei Tanaka, the primary composer for One Piece.
Oh no! Oh, that's so distressing.
That's something you and I have talked about a lot, is that we love the music. It's the opening, the ending themes, but also the background music for the show. I've had the soundtracks on CDs since the early 2000s. It's just something about the music in the show.
My big find at Otakon this year was a copy of the second soundtrack, just in like the guy with box of CDs. I'm like, oh my god, this CD is destined. It's come to how many conventions for me to find it?
Right. So we're going to talk more about that as you hear the actual review. But if you want to watch Angelic Layer, apparently it's streaming on High Dive right now, and apparently Sentai put out a Blu-ray in 2016. Ooh. I still have my original DVD set. Maybe I should upgrade that. I don't know how bad of an upscale or anything it might be. Tokyo Pop originally did the manga, I guess a couple years ago. Dark Horse put out omnibus volumes. I think it's actually only 2 omnibus volumes, so that's pretty reasonable to pick up. All right, so that's an intro to Angelic Layer and how we found it. What do you want to tell people about this next hour and a half of footage and audio?
It's gonna be like the most fragmented stream of consciousness review you've ever heard, because we're playing Mario Kart, and just like at any moment something could just completely knock your entire train of thought off the rails, and then you try to wander back to it. So I can't even imagine what it's going to be like trying to listen to all that stuff strung together. It's going to be really something else, I think.
It is. I loved going back, and it was just earlier today stitching things together, and I couldn't believe how much it came out to. But it's this fun flow of, all right, we start threatening. I actually don't even remember how it is we decided to start doing this. It seems like we were already talking about Bryce and I and Mary One Piece a little bit. We'd already decided on a stage for that. And you and I and Mary were threatening Angelic Layer for a while, and finally we started doing it. We didn't have a set stage or anything. That came later. So like even some of the conventions of the review weren't there.
You got to explain, you guys are watching One Piece in, I guess, the Skypiea part of the show, and we decided that I was sick of One Piece, so I'm like, okay, you guys got to pick this level with the boats, and that's where you talk about One Piece. So that became
it's relegated to that stage.
That's the One Piece level. So we eventually had to try to figure out the Angelic Layer level.
It's funny, we didn't remember what it was that we chose, so we had to go back. No. Yeah, so it's super fragmented, like you said, and there'll be spots of silence because I'm like, well, we start talking about it 10 seconds later, and I'm not gonna like super YouTube edit it and chop. So it's gonna be wild, man.
I'm looking forward to listening to it. 'Cause I don't remember at all. 'Cause usually by the end of the night, I have to just wipe my memories from the rage.
It's true.
Losing in the last corner once again.
And I guess we should say we also did this over a period of months. So we started in April 2021. It's mid-October right now, and we're just wrapping it up for a 26 episode series.
Did we average to like one episode a week after all?
Something like that. Yeah. We did them in batches, but sometimes one of us wouldn't be there, and so we didn't do it, or someone forgot to watch, and then Bryce was bamboozling us for a while if he didn't actually watch the show.
Bryce is so sneaky.
So I guess let's just say who it is that you're going to hear, and then I'll go over to it. So it's you, it's me, it's Mary, my wife, Bryce, our friend, sort of started watching it for a little bit. Brett, another friend of yours from college, maybe watched like 2 episodes. And
he watched like 4 or 5, and that one just like out of nowhere. We were on like episode 10, and he like jumped in a little bit.
Yeah. And then there's plenty of other people playing Mario Kart, but I think that's it in terms of who is actually watching and reviewing. And by the end, it's really just you, me, and Mary reviewing this show.
Right. Yeah.
All right. That's it. I'm going to turn it over to this review. Godspeed, everyone.
Yeah, buckle up.
I don't know what else to tell you.
Let the wings of an angel be your guidance or whatever.
Just in time.
Just in time.
I didn't watch Angelic Layer, so I sort of late. I didn't do my homework, and
But you are later than a full episode of Angelic Lair.
I wasn't watching Angelic Layer. I was on the road.
Okay.
I was visiting Colin for a bit. Then on the way back, he's like 40 minutes away. So
Didn't do your homework. Well, I say not much happened in episode 1 anyway, so maybe save it.
It was all world building, basically. Like, creepy old man teaches young girl to spend money in store and buy doll, and that's all you
With like a fucking laptop, like how much money are you walking around with?
And then she's like, I don't have enough money to take the train. Like,
well, because she spent it all on laptops
Yep.
and robots.
And robots. Stupid 12-year-old.
how much they charge for those things in that show?
We don't know.
They don't specify.
Oh,
But she spent all of her, like, it was like,
She had 3
The
pennies
implication-
left.
it was her leftover New Year's money.
oh, how much is that though?
But, like, I don't know. I don't know how much it would be in the first place, and then how much did she spend before?
That's true. I forget what the typical like New Year gift is. Like, what,
$5 American dollars.
They're very cheap robots.
And then I was getting all confused because she names the robot Hikaru.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, that's the main chick from Magic Knight Rayearth. So is this all like fucking canonical?
Well, I will say that the creepy lab coat guy is, like, briefly in Showbits, so it does connect them together.
Oh man, that's
yep.
right. That's the thing with Clamp, is that all their shows are like
all
the
one
same
world.
universe.
So how does X come into play with this?
That's how the world ends.
Oh, okay.
That's
what was
later.
that? What was that one? Like XXX Holic, it was called. It was like
Oh,
a
I
crossover.
watched that.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Wasn't that a big crossover Clamp thing?
I don't remember a damn thing about it.
Yeah.
That was like
I
one of the.
understand.
That was one of the shows I rented on Netflix back when it was just DVD only, and I would just rent anything just to fucking
Oh, I know
watch.
that.
Like, this looks like anime. I'll take it.
Yep. Like, oh, it's Clamp? Okay.
I've heard of that.
I've heard of that thing.
I hate the way Blockbuster put on every anime, at least my Blockbuster, an adult warning, no matter regardless of what the anime was.
Who knows?
They're like, well, there could be something messed up in this.
This could scar me for life. I don't know.
Surprise.
It's called
You seen
Ninja
this anime
Scroll.
shit?
I mean, that must be pretty violent.
Oh no.
Ugh.
So what you're saying, Bryce, is that you didn't watch Angelic Layer?
Correct.
Okay.
No, I didn't. I watched some of it back in college at JP, but
Yeah.
Well, that was a
rarely
while back.
remember it.
Well,
Other than the dance. That
Same.
dance is pretty good.
Same with Mike. I was saying, like, I don't think we've watched this show since college. I remember, like, it was cute. I couldn't tell you anything else about it.
Oh,
other
no,
than
it's
that.
great.
I tried to read it once. I didn't get too far though.
I think we have like 2 volumes of it. I'm like, why? Why do we have this?
What?
Angelic Layer manga.
Because it's like 8 volumes.
It's short. Chobits is only 8 volumes.
I appreciate that.
Too.
Wish there was more manga like that.
Like they have a set beginning, middle, and end. None of this editorial, hey, you got a good thing going on. Why don't you go for like 97 volumes? I think we're about, oh, okay, wait, no. I'll save it for the One Piece level.
Yeah, don't
Yeah, you gotta wait.
break protocol.
We gotta figure out what the angelic layer level is.
We have a protocol here.
I
We
know.
must follow.
I didn't mean to breach protocol.
Hey,
Yeah, I did. I so did.
Oh, come on.
I said I did my homework this week for the anime.
Oh,
one.
yeah.
guess who forgot to watch episode 2?
What is wrong with you clowns?
Well, we can talk about episode 1 then.
Yeah,
You
we
have a
can.
20-minute task once a week. Neither of you can get it
It was
done.
40 minutes. It was 40 minutes this week. 'Cause I didn't
Well, that
do
was
it
your
last
punishment.
week. I did it. I watched it.
We fell behind on the job.
So we can talk about
We're just gonna keep waiting till like episode 3. We're all finally caught up and can talk about it.
We can talk about episode 1.
Yeah, I was gonna say we
good
can,
point.
we can at least do one.
I will say I haven't watched this show in like 10 or 15 years, but like instantly got this like huge wave of nostalgia. I'm so
Oh,
happy
yeah.
to be watching it again.
Me too.
What are you watching?
Angelic Lair, the one you refused and kept calling it porn.
What?
You were trying to get me to watch that anime porn.
I just said like Annalise, you should like remind Bryce to watch Angelic Lair. You should watch it too. Is it porn? Like I don't watch porn together. It's like, well, I'm not gonna try. You had your chance.
I mean, JP would probably tell you. If JP told you like a pornography I was watching, I think that would be alarming. He would know that.
It's a joke.
We're all watching it together.
Why would you assume it's porn?
It's because it's a joke, right? I
joke
guess
where
I'm
you
the
don't get
only
to
one
watch
who
Angelic
gets the
Lair.
joke.
Yeah, I watched episode 1.
My humor just goes above you guys.
It's advanced.
Yeah.
But episode 1 was cute. I mean, I don't think we've watched it since college, which
Yeah.
at this point was a
Close to
metric.
20 years ago now.
20 years ago now. And I forgot that, I will say this much, the doctor guy, Ichan, is that his name?
Ichan.
Ichan.
Like, oh, that's a little...
He's problematic.
Yes, thank you. That,
Yeah.
Like,
that
he's
is the
ultimate-
word.
Ultimately harmless, but like
Yeah.
in the most creepy way possible.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
The
You're like-
octopus in the pants was. that
Oh
was
yeah, no,
something
you know what?
else.
Not harmless to that
Yeah,
guy.
let's say.
Forgot about that guy. Yeah, he's
But-
gonna have a bad time.
But I do just keep reminding myself, okay, Clamp made this, so at least it was made by women. So I guess
Yeah.
that softens the blow a little bit of its creepiness.
I have a question about Clamp.
Yeah?
I know, like, officially, no one's credited any one particular work, right? This is a group that.
Yeah.
But, like, had things come out over the years, of, like, you know, behind the scenes of, like, who actually, like, certain people could be linked to which Clamp work?
You're asking the wrong
Okay,
people.
I was worried if that's ever been.
No,
Yeah, I don't know, like, if there's any one lady who has a, like, more distinct style than the other, or...
Or like, I'm the character designer of the group and I'm the writer or anything
Yeah.
like that. I have no
I mean,
idea.
my memory of reading some like author bios, the back of like Clamp Works, is that they do have, and it's not like 100%. Like it's not like
Ah,
this
too
person
early.
is only ever the writer or this person is only ever the artist. But then they do have like a person who 75% of the time is the writer on a project.
Yeah, I always thought it was like half. 2 of them were writers and 2 of them were the artists. But
I always got the impression that they kind of like
There's only 4?
traded
yeah,
traded off depending on the project, but some people kind of gravitated to certain roles more often than others.
Maybe.
One funny thing about it is, even though I haven't watched it in a long time, the soundtrack has been in my rotation forever.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's like really weird to be like, oh, like
This is what
Right.
it's from. This is the context for this. Yeah. Yeah, I love the soundtrack. I bought the actual physical CD soundtracks back in
Nice.
early con days.
nice.
Aren't many shows I did that for. Mostly video game soundtracks and the Angelic Layer soundtrack.
I'm trying to think of the anime soundtracks I think of. I think it's only Hibernate and Lane that I actually went out and tracked down. And Lane
Chris
was
has
not
so
great.
much anime that he doesn't even like.
That's all anime.
Mary, you've actually seen Ray Earth to some degree, right?
Which show?
Ray Earth?
Yeah, I mean, I watched, I bought all of Rayer's fan subs back in the late 90s.
Yeah.
I don't remember a damn thing about it.
Okay. I think even you and I might have watched a couple episodes together, but yeah, I don't
It
remember.
was sort of like, oh, it's a little rough around the edges.
Yeah.
I liked Ray Earth, but I read the manga.
Yeah, I bet reading it's probably way better than watching it. Because I remember
Actually,
the...
do you guys remember fanfiction.net? Or
I guess it probably exists.
I remember the name, yes.
Yeah, I know of it. I've never been into fanfic,
My
but
sister read so much Harry Potter fan fiction on that site.
Ray Earth always stands out in my brain because I wrote fan fiction of it and put it on fanfiction.net when I was a preteen.
all right.
then, like,
I know what
the
I'm looking up later.
And then the creator of fanfiction.net like favorited it, had it as their favorite story. Like you could select. It was like one of only like 2 stories that they selected, which probably just means that they didn't favorite stories very often. But, I remember like being so like proud of that.
That's pretty cool.
Like
That is
13
cool.
or whatever.
One scene I liked from Angelic Layer, though, the first episode, was in the department store where, I guess, who's the main character's name?
Misaki.
Misaki. She's not sure where to go to buy the angels.
Yes.
And so the store clerk comes up and starts to ask her for help, and then the doctor just sort of comes in
Yes.
and takes her away. And I go
Yeah.
like, man, that store clerk should probably call the police. And then sure enough, he did.
Yeah!
I was like, good job.
At
I
least
like-
some of this is based in, like, reality. Like, how would a normal adult react in this situation? Call the cops.
Call somebody, security at minimum.
Christ.
I like how when she's describing the doll, she's like, "It's small and it's really cool and it's pretty."
Yeah. I feel like that's in character for a middle schooler. Like,
Right.
it's a doll.
She could have said, like, I don't know, you control them with your mind.
I don't think she knew that yet.
That would have clued the store clerk in, I think, at that point.
I did laugh at, like, again, like, all the stuff that immediately came back to my brain. I'm like, oh, she's about to, like, you know, just like her habit of saying, everything, always going, nah, for like, I'm getting confused.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, so fun. Oh, shit.
But yeah, it's like the octopus in the pants, that gag. Does that come back like as like he
Oh.
makes his assistant do like
He's just
shitty
weird with his
things.
assistant. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember any specific details, but oh,
I
nice.
kind of remember that. As I saw him pull the octopus out, I'm like, oh right, this is in the show. From what I've seen the first few episodes. That was also way back in college. So did everybody do their homework then? Up to episode 3?
Oh, yeah.
We
we
did.
Forgot the episode 3?
Yes. Hold
All
on.
right, we-
Hold on. Are we about to have One Piece? Oh no, we're not.
Oh, yeah, that would have been.
Awkward. Real
Yeah,
awkward.
pause it. Just Angelic Lair conversation to talk about One Piece.
So yes, we have watched through episode 3 of Angelic Layer.
And there was the dance. The
I
dance.
was
You got the
literally
dance.
the words I was gonna say is Bryce is gonna be so goddamn excited for the stupid dance. That's all he ever talked about.
I was pretty hyped for it.
It was pretty
I'm not
good.
gonna lie.
I mean, the dance is fine. It's
But
just
this use it to win that fight at the end. Oh, it was so beautiful.
Yeah.
oh yeah, like Mean Girl Squad who like beat up on
Yeah.
kids.
And I'm like, you high school chicks showing up, beating up a junior high girl, man, you all suck. You're all sad.
I also love how Misaki is like completely bamboozled by the smallest thing in life. Like
Oh, yeah.
this thing has a spring on it. What? Nah.
So what were the AMVs that had that dancing sequence in it? I feel like there was a lot.
Probably like any various upbeat.
Because I feel like we are very much in need of a new one of those at some point. A very
Because-
upbeat dance.
Yes.
All right.
I couldn't. Because I tried to go on YouTube and look for just like A and B dance, and the results were not good. And that's my own fault for a bad
Should have
search
been
term.
numerous.
Oh, someone took my boomerang. I was gonna take out Brett.
What was some of the stuff that like I called moments before they said? Oh, it was like the aunt was.
No,
you
no,
can
I
cook,
said it
so-
before you did. She was like, "Marry me,
Marry me. Yeah,
Misaki,
yeah.
marry me."
And
I was
then
like, "She's your niece,
the new
honey."
friend said the same thing. Yeah, there's a couple old-fashioned things in there, like, but two girls can't marry each other.
Misaki's from the countryside. What is she? She's a dumb kid who doesn't know about springs or dancing or boomboxes.
Boomboxes.
When the doctor shows up, or the scientist guy. I like that a lot of times everyone but the main character is like really creeped out by him, but she's just like enthralled by everything
yeah.
he has to say.
Oh my gosh, she takes it so
Everyone else is like
seriously.
making uncomfortable looks at each other.
Ichan-san.
No,
He's
no,
a
no,
respectable-
no, no, no.
Oh,
That's
here
right,
comes
wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Zenpai.
Good. I can't remember if we talked about this before, but he's played by Masaya Onosaka, who was Vash, and yeah, he was
Oh, that's now you say that. It's like, yes,
he was what was the One Piece character, Mary?
Luffy.
No,
He was the bad guy from Water 7.
with the mask, with the mankind mask.
He had purple hair.
Oh, him, yes.
And-
And
Yes,
Yeah,
fandom.
I think he's the new
Spanda-Man.
Ginyu. I think I talked about that.
yeah, Mick
before.
Foley found out about that way later. That mask.
But he's spectacular, and it looks like Kotono Mitsuishi is the mom.
I guess so.
I think so.
I don't know how I feel about the whole mom subplot. I'm not getting it.
Hello.
What up, man?
This is late for you, man.
This is mega
is.
late.
I was out having some fun with some friends.
Hey now.
And now you're here talking about Angelic Lair.
Excellent. What else happened in Angelic Lair?
I'm trying to
confused by the
remember.
mother stuff.
Like I'm trying to be careful to not keep the talking points limited to the first 3 episodes of what I
Yeah.
should know.
Yeah,
Like
his
clearly,
stuff's coming back.
Yuchan's up to something, like giving her like all these like huge shortcuts without her realizing.
What's the
It's
deal with the
interesting.
mom, though? Like, why can't she talk?
We don't
to-
know yet.
Okay. Let's
I'm
say,
saying.
explain that at least at some point.
I think so. I don't remember.
They think they did.
It's been a long time. I would like to say that yes, her parents say things at some point.
I mean, if there's one medium that I would say often doesn't feel a need to explain things that should be explained, it's probably anime.
How are we back here?
I don't disagree.
How many episodes is Angelic Lair?
26.
A regular
Just like
size.
one season, huh?
Yeah.
One of
show.
my favorite things about anime is it's like you're in, you're out, all in one season. And like, you know, if it stunk, well, it's gone now. If it's great, well, you had your fun. Move on.
Isn't Naruto like 5,000
Yeah,
well, that's the
episodes
thing.
long?
Well, I mean, it's like there's a lot like that. So it's like they tend to either be like a season or all the seasons.
Hmm.
Brett's here to steal my
We're
perfect
finally
voice.
talking about Angelic Lair. I'm excited.
Huh?
Watch Brett not have watched it, though. Well, Brett,
Bryce,
Oh shit!
did you watch
did I watch what?
your homework?
No, I didn't. I was gonna watch today, and then my mom surprised me and was like, "Come over for Mother's Day."
Damn it, Brett's mom!
And I was like, "Okay, mom." So no,
Why do you
You
do the
can't
same
say none of
voice?
your mom.
it's just
You're like, well, just watch with her, Angelic Lair.
Yeah, yeah. it's good family wholesome fun.
I hear that it's dancing, so
Hmm
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Nah, in this
Adorable
episode,
dancing
I
robots.
was thinking about that episode from last week again, and just like, why is it that in every anime people can't just like express, like just say things out loud? Like, why do you have to like just cryptically stare at somebody and be like, they like walk over to the boombox and like, oh, we're gonna practice together. Like, just fucking say that. That's fine. Like, why are you like this?
Why are you that way, Japan?
All right, so are we talking about Angelic Lair? What's happening here?
I think so.
All right, so we watched
Episode 4.
Episode 4, where all the
Here's all the
angelic
characters.
layer people, dolls that they're fighting now have like regular human names, like Katarina and Bob and whatever else.
I did like also like all the kids in the waiting room are just like intently
I love
staring at
that,
their
yes,
own
yes.
angels. Like,
Or
what are
staring
you
at
doing?
Misaki like with
Really
hatred.
weird.
It's like they're staring at their phones. Oh wait, no, they're dolls.
I'm not sure if they made this point or not yet, but I remember at some point they emphasize how like almost only girls play this because it's dolls. It's like these are
Yeah.
mind-controlled fighting robots. You're saying boys would not be interested?
That is true.
Plus augmented reality.
Yes.
What'd you think of her little entrance phrase?
That's
it's
good.
pretty good.
It's cute.
It's
complicated,
humble,
but
It's, yeah.
She's-
cumbersome.
She's
Please guide us to victory or whatever, right?
and she's deliberately looking for the angel with wings.
yes.
Yeah, no, the white angel.
Yeah. It's like, oh, that's a cry for help, honey.
One thing I noticed in that fight though was that like the one angel starts spinning up, and then like Hikaru goes into fight, and it's you look at the clock, and it's only like 3 minutes left. It's like, is everyone just sitting here watching this
Right.
one spin around for 7 minutes?
I know.
And like, think about the like, imagine you were like in the audience for this, where it's like, okay, well, it's been like, 10 minutes since the last fight even ended, and we have this like long stare down sequence and like this long drawn out intro. It's like, oh my god, you're gonna get to like 3 fights in a day.
And then when she does win, and then like there's a dramatic pause of the audience, and then the audience erupts in applause. I'm like, really? You're applauding like she sucker punched her at the very last second? Okay.
That's the way you win. Don't you dare, Brett! There,
Oh, so
you're not
close.
taking away my 60.
Yeah, he already got me with shells. Like everything sucks already.
So, who's the chairman of the whole
Sucks
Angelic
already.
Layer Association?
What?
Is it
Ichan?
I think it's yeah, Ichan.
not the mother?
No,
The mother's not the chairman?
She's the champion.
You're so fixated on this mother, you don't know yet. You have to accept that it's intentionally a
Well, the
mystery.
guy, okay, so I asked because the guy like had to guess to each
He was like,
who
it's
this girl was. He's like, oh,
the
it's the chairman's
daughter.
daughter. I thought that was right, but then he still made him,
I think
close to
he was throwing out a red herring. He was gaslighting him. He's like,
Yeah,
no,
so-
man.
Did you?
Maybe that was a
Her-
foreshadow.
No. He was saying that it was
I had a
Ichan's daughter.
chance.
Like, and
I
like,
had a chance
I
to
remember in the
stop it.
fan sub, it was a joke of like, it's like your illegitimate child, and it's like, no.
That was not
He's
translated well then.
the chief.
Oh.
All right, I'm going up to
There's
8.
no red herring. Did everyone do their homework?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Yes, we did at lunch today.
We did. Bryce and I were watching at the same time, apparently.
Yeah.
After episode 6?
Yep.
Yeah.
We want to get into it.
Yeah.
What's
That-
the level though?
What?
That's
Oh,
true. We
man.
haven't decided on the level.
Something that
Oh,
looks like an arena of
We have to-
sorts.
Break procedure. Yeah, what's an arena?
Or something
All right,
futuristic.
I'm willing to hold off. We can think about it.
I think I'm gonna vote for something like
Like
Neo Tokyo
Here.
Bowser, whatever.
Here-
All right,
here's what we do.
I see it.
Next race, everyone vote for the one you think should be it, and whatever it lands on will be it.
All right.
I'm gonna put Skypea. We're gonna replace One
You
Piece.
can't do that.
Finally, have bylaws
You
here.
just have to. You have to
guess-
say it twice the update. One
Now that
level.
we're in
I think you need
Thriller
board
Bark, we
approval
can
on
pick
that.
the Haunted Mansion, and that could be appropriate for One Piece now.
That's true.
true.
We are in. Yeah, but what happens when we leave Thriller Bark?
I mean, these
You gotta pick a new
arcs are
level.
longer and longer every time we watch them, so
Mm-hmm.
they'll last a while.
Mary, I'm with you. I don't know what everyone else is choosing here.
What is a more angelic lair than Rainbow Road?
Neo Bowser City.
I'm doing Big Blue. It's like technology as well.
All right. All right.
Future.
I did Ice Outpost because I haven't seen Angelic Layer.
You gotta catch up, Fred. It gets harder every week.
I know I'm really digging myself deep here.
Just start at 7. We'll see what you think.
But then I'll miss the.
Brett.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
All right, this is the angelic lair level from now on.
Yes.
No, it's so. Oh God.
I'm so excited.
Anyway, how about that
I know.
evil 5-year-old?
Yeah, I was gonna say I have seen the show. I think I've watched it a couple times when it first came out, and it's been
Yeah,
like
yeah.
forever since then. But I've decided on this watch through that I don't like Haruko at all.
Yeah, she's kind of a mean, evil kid.
She's a little turd who's full of herself, and also like is annoying just by existing for like the classic anime. Like this kid's 5 years old. It's like 5-year-old kid can't even find the front door to their own house. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I
Keep
felt
confident.
now that I have a 5-year-old nephew and I can actually put stuff into context, and I'm watching this kid talk with this like fancy vocabulary
Yeah.
She's 40
and her
years
fancy
old.
clothes. I'm like, no, this is not a real kid. Go home, kid. And she was so snide to what's her lips, whose name I
Misaki.
can't remember, Misaki.
And it's like, what's her fucking like? What is she getting at? Like, what? It's a robot.
Also, I feel like Misaki. What's her name? What's the main character's name?
Misaki.
Just said it.
Misaki.
It's what's her lips.
I thought her strategy for fighting was perfectly legit too.
Yeah, me too.
Like, hey, play a little more defensively. That's
Yeah.
not a bad thing.
Learn the game. You've played like
Right.
5 times so far.
No, you have to bet it all on a crazy move and hope you win. It's like, no.
Believe in it. No, shut up. Be strategic. Be the cheap fighter.
I was
It's not
half.
cheap. I don't even think it's that cheap. The crowd loved
No.
it, so
Yeah.
just getting cheers.
I agree.
There was one point early on in the episode where we were all talking, and the 5-year-old kid like says something and then walks away.
Yeah,
And I was joking like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill that bitch," and then they cut to her face and she's looking all pissed off. I'm like, "Oh, she actually is thinking it. Oh snap, she really is evil." I was just doing MST3K over here.
I also like to imagine that Hadoko means hat child.
I like that Misaki doesn't call her aunt like Aunt Shoko.
Aunt
She's
Shoko.
just like Miss Shoko.
Well, because she yelled at her.
Yeah, I
In the
forgot
first
about
episode,
that.
she was like, I can't be that old.
Yeah. And then when she goes to bed, she's like, I'm going to the fridge and getting a beer.
Yeah. Yeah. Not the best adult role model. Just like, cook for me, do all the dishes. I'm gonna get drunk. Bye.
Why was that like such a popular
Trope, yeah. Yeah.
Sato's going to say one.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah, you're right.
Well, speaking of, isn't she played by Kotsuno Mitsuishi?
Is she?
I'm pretty sure Shoko is, yeah.
Oh,
bummer.
so maybe that's a little reference there. That could be cool.
Just,
Some fucking
Yeah.
A-list people in that show.
I don't know. It's a weird trope to me. It's like, let's make child neglect sexy and cool.
Also, make my 12-year-old niece like do all the chores. Now that I'm saying that out loud, that sounds pretty
Yeah.
That sounds pretty
great.
alright.
But I still stand by. I still love this show and very excited that we're watching it. But I guess I'll wait till next time we play Ice Outpost.
I think we
How do you
need
want
to.
before?
I think we need to bump up to like 2 episodes because
good. I'm waiting for it to get.
we might
I
never
tried that, and
finish.
everyone was
really
like, "Ugh."
addicting.
I'm ready to do it.
I'm ready to do it.
We'll do
Okay.
2 next week.
All right, Brett, up through 8.
You got a week.
Can anybody remember what the Angelic Lair map was from last
Oh
time?
my god.
No, it's been too long.
did
Was
we-
it Arena? Was it Wario Arena?
No, we wanted to do Blade Runner, but we ended up getting something else.
We either have to figure it out from the stream or pick a new one.
Maybe if I look around, I'll remember.
So what stage was Angelic Lair? Did we figure that out yet?
We don't.
No.
Joe says it was the
No.
cheese map.
Why? Is Joe tricking us?
I don't know, but that sounds right.
I think I remember that. Though.
Whether or not it is now. Where's the cheese map? I don't know.
I caught the tail end of some of the angelic layer. It actually looked kind of intriguing.
All right,
Save for the cheese map.
start over and watch it
Save
with
it
us.
for the cheese.
I can't find cheese. All right, never mind.
I like playing that.
Oh shit.
All right, it's time.
Yeah, buddy.
One thing I like about the design of the angels is that they have those like weird ropes behind them, which really adds to
Yes!
the movement. I
Yeah,
think it's
yeah.
a really clever choice they did.
I agree.
What
I like that a lot.
ropes? What ropes?
If you look at Hikaru, she's got these 2 like red
Oh.
cables or something hanging behind her,
Yeah.
and like they, by using the momentum of that, they can really convey motion and movement.
Yeah.
I think that's a really clever thing they did.
A couple of them have them. A
That's not
couple of them
universal
don't.
on all the angels, is it?
And I think it is actually. They all have at least one.
But that
Did I?
stupid ace one didn't.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the one with the
Oh, you're
drill. Did he have anything?
Almost all of them have it, I guess.
I think
good
like
ones.
the worthwhile ones.
Yeah. I think this is the time they finally reveal that Ichan is the father of Angelic Lair.
Yes, because
Intriguing.
we got the I've been a fan of yours for some time.
Yeah, other Misaki 2.
And
It's
then-
interesting. I tried to find out if it was just like a homonym or not, and it's his name was in kanji, and hers is just like every example I can find is just hiragana. It's just Misaki. It doesn't mean anything specific that I can find.
Right.
We had the mysterious lady who got perturbed when she saw Misaki's name on the finalist
Yes.
list.
Whoever could she be?
Whoever could she
I don't
be?
know. She's just not
Don't-
a
Oh,
fan.
is that considered still a mystery at this point?
I was gonna
Yes.
say no.
Yes. Yes.
Haven't they shown her aunt talking to
it-
her?
It's 100% a mystery.
For idiots.
So we had one of our usual examples of characters talking, opens his mouth for 2 seconds. Mary's like,
Yeah.
I know that character's voice. And it was Misaki too, and it was fucking Kape Yamaguchi.
Who is that?
Usopp.
Usopp.
Nice.
Ranma.
It's interesting. Now I gotta go back and see if I don't know. I wouldn't recognize Usopp. I might recognize Ranma.
Yeah, it was like somewhere in between those two voices
was.
is that guy.
It was like a loud voice, but not quite as nasally as he can be sometimes.
I was like, oh, I know that fucking guy. I hear him in my ears like several times a week.
I will say, I feel like all anime is obviously guilty of this, but this especially is guilty of just fucking use your words and say things.
Yeah,
So it's like,
right,
like-
yeah.
it's like, you know, like someone does something and they just stare at it for like 5 seconds, like, oh, you brought me my thing. Like, I guess I'll pick it up. Like, just fucking, why are you like this?
Episode 7 was especially guilty of that. I was like, just fast forward, please. So much so that we watched episode 8 at 1.5 speed.
Oh my god.
You're like,
The
this
episode 8, not
pacing
what
is
happened in that
terrible.
episode at all.
Kind of both of them.
Well, yeah, 7 was just kind of like Misaki is still weirdly invested in this fucking doll for some reason and put her whole life into it. It's like, it's okay. It's not a human being hurt. Play the game. It's all right. And then 8 was, I guess, kind of getting the first. I guess they just slightly expanded what we know.
World
That's
building.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little tiny bit. Making people sing in bathrooms.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
not
god,
weird at
that's so
all.
weird.
It's like, what? Like, sing la 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 la.
La, 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 la. Okay.
Okay, we're gonna do this. And her outfit as an idol was not very idol-like. It looked like she belongs in the Swiss Alps.
I mean, she's like 12.
That idol?
Yeah.
I don't know
Not
about
the
that.
idol. No, she's
No.
not.
I thought she was
She was pretty tall.
their age.
Misaki was 12. Or
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, they gotta be. Right? What grade
Until
she in?
it's time skip, of course.
Okay, you know what? Ringo is 14. So.
All right.
As ages in anime, you just gotta like multiply everything by like 1.5 or 2 at a minimum. It's just like I still think of like, you know, Haruko being like 5, and I think of like, what's that kid who's always
I
like
know.
screaming at us in Mario Kart? It's like, you know, like well, Haruko's supposed to like build this robot. It's like a kid can't even draw like a coherent picture of a human. Like, what are you talking about? I'd be impressed if she was 12 and could do that.
The Prodigy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
If you missed that, I'm not sure why.
I got it. It's a
Nintendo.
network correction.
Hagato is still an asshole.
Oh yeah,
She didn't even
still
do anything, and she's still an asshole.
remains a little turd who thinks she's all mysterious and just like, shut up, go to class.
I love how her brother just like gives no shits about
Yeah,
like
well-
reining her in.
Looks like I'm sure he's tried. It's like, oh, you know what?
Never mind.
Yeah, fuck it. Oh my god, Buzz is making a noise. I can't tell what he's doing. What are you doing?
Is it barf?
No, he's like breaking something maybe.
So Misaki will eventually fight all the people that watch her matches constantly at some point, right? That's
Oh yeah, I was
I
also like,
assume
I keep forgetting to mention is that the one in the pink dress is the same voice actress as Hikari from Hibernate. Just how I recognize her.
I don't know why I horned that. Oh, got you anyway.
Did
Okay.
anyway, asshole.
I just got it from a nap. I'm not gonna lie.
That why it's so dark in there?
Yeah.
You finish your Angelic Lair, Brett?
No.
How far? What episode are you on?
I'm about to start episode 1.
Oh, okay.
So that's great.
He's gonna catch up at the
Looking
halfway
forward to
point.
it.
It'll be perfect. You're just gonna watch all 26 on the last week.
That is
lots of
a way to do it.
Especially about the dancing scenes.
This one dancing scene that Bryce just talks about incessantly.
Which, in hindsight, isn't even that good.
No.
We just associate it with like AMVs. We're like, yeah.
fair,
No,
right?
it's not even that. He just like latched onto it personally and kept doing it in person.
Wait, Bryce has done this in person?
Yes.
Well, you know what you
I
owe us
try,
next time we
guys.
hang out. You need
Yeah,
to
you're holding out
show
on
a
us, man.
stance.
What?
He can't do it either. He can't sing the song, can't do the dance, but he won't shut up about it.
Well, Bryce, you have 2 weeks to practice this dance next time we get together. So make it work.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen. I'm just kidding.
Did we ever decide on what the angelic lair map is?
It's water
It was the cheese. No, it was the cheese, wasn't it?
You're right, it's a cheese.
cheese.
Sometimes I don't remember. You know why I have trouble
Why?
remembering it? 'Cause
Why
it
do
makes
you
no
think-
fucking sense at all.
It's the cheese
Cheese.
because we decided that whoever won that stage
Oh, yeah.
selection, that would be the stage.
So I think we declared it twice before, but forgot within a week. So we had to
Probably.
follow this thing.
It
You
just
know
shows
what?
it's not a good
Whatever's next.
selection.
Roll
Well,
the
we
tape.
remembered this time. Mike remembered. Or he tricked us. Either way.
Guinea pig tricked me.
Friends, help!
An angel tricked me. A kindergartner tricked me.
God, I have so many things I want to say about that fucking 5-year-old, but
Yeah.
What? What?
we're rewatching Angelic Layer,
Okay.
and there's a quasi
You
main
accepted that
character
really
who's
fast. You weren't like, what? Why are you doing that?
Punk ass kid.
Like, when do we curse out 5-year-olds? I'm sorry.
like all the
pretty
time.
You haven't
regularly.
met this 5-year-old.
Goddamn 5-year-olds.
Oh shit. So, Angelic Lair has a lot more unlikable people than I remember.
Yeah, those fucking
Yes,
sisters
all
are
of
the
them.
worst.
The sisters, the weird Ojiro is like a complete, like, I don't like you at all. Mr. Smooth, like, no, fuck off, go away.
And oh, by the way, they're brothers. Like what?
Yeah. Oh my god. This is,
I'm trying to
Misaki-
find like what are the redeeming qualities of this show.
no, Misaki and Hikaru are. I was just gonna say they still make it worth it to me. They're great.
I'm glad
like
that there's like something worth watching here because I'm
The
like
fights
12
are
episodes
fun.
behind.
The fights are great. I think the
this is
you
the
know,
first fight in this episode I actually was really into. I found the other fights to be a little slow.
Well, I mean, they're just getting going. She's
A little more back
learning.
and forth. and
I
it's
will
not-
say the fights kind of amp up considerably.
That's why I like this fight because it's a little more back and forth, even without the cheating aspect.
Right.
Yeah.
I do like the friend who's like totally into Misaki, but also into the boy friend. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
oh, she's.
Well,
like,
I think
No, she's super gay.
I think she's just hyper like protecting Kotaro for
Yeah.
herself. Yeah.
I gotta say, I thought he would have probably told somebody that he owned a dojo. You know, to
Yeah.
teach the main character some moves. Why did he just think of this now?
That's a good point.
He was waiting to play his hand.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I like how
Time-
much food she made. There was a lot of
It's
food.
impressive.
And I
Yeah.
love that she was like.
I was
so
on a
thoughtful
date,
about,
and
like,
my first date with this girl, and she brought that food.
omelet first.
I thought you would eat the omelet first. Oh. Wait, no, I have to do my Misaki impression.
Oh my god!
I gotta get away from the microphone to
this
do
is
this.
what it's like watching Angelic Layer with Mike. Is every 30 seconds he does this.
That's pretty good.
And then every 30 seconds he does this.
Authentic. All right,
Yep.
you take that green shell. Fuck
I'm
off.
into it.
I thought that little like, I hope you figure out your weak point to her.
Oh yeah.
That's
From her
pretty good.
opponent. That's some good psychological warfare right
Yeah.
there. Because
Because it got her instantly.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like
oh,
some shonen bullshit right there.
I keep meaning to look up Masaya Onosaka, who is Ichan, who we've talked about, is Vash. What else he had done around this time? Because between him, Mitsuishi, and Inoue, Like, these are three of the
Top-tier
biggest
voice
voice actors in the fucking industry on this show. That
Were they
does
at the
not
time?
deserve them.
Hey,
Were they
now.
at the time as well?
I mean, Mitsuishi's Sailor Moon, she's absolutely.
Okay, that's
and Kikuko Inoue is
Sailor Moon.
fucking legendary. It's spell dandy.
Which character is Sailor Moon in this?
She's the aunt.
The thing about the candy corn is that Michael Ian Black wrote a book, and he has a rebuttal to the candy corn art, and he goes, "You may know Lewis's Black bet about candy corn. I'd like to offer a rebuttal."
I had things to say about Candy Corn, but we're on the Angelic Lair level. So Angelic Lair, correct me if I'm wrong, but has gone in the Dragon Ball direction that I'm all about.
Oh, yeah.
100%. Yes.
So many individual moments in this episode. I'm like, yeah, that's Goku versus Vegeta fight.
Not just the pillars, but like smacked into it and creating a crater sideways into it. Absolutely.
Yeah. We also get the all-important like discovery of like where Angelic Lair came from, which I think is the number one most unrealistic part of the whole show, which is that like, oh, you found a way for people to control prosthetic limbs with their minds.
Never mind.
No one wants that. But toys, now we're interested.
We
I
need
thought
to
the
actually step.
backstory was realistic, but yeah, I think the part that was unrealistic was the investors being like, who's
Never
who's
mind.
the target audience for this? I'm like, bitch, have you seen this cripple over here? She's sad.
We need to step back to the prior episode though, because I'm running off the course thinking about it. But the girlfriend was like, "I'm saving her for my first," and then the aunt was like, "Me too."
Yeah. And it's like, I hope this is some weird translating. But I did like, I actually like that the aunt and Tamayo are like on the same wavelength as like these fucking like weirdos. That's pretty funny. But yeah, I feel like the fights are having like a real uptick in quality at this point too. Like I was on board anyway, but like now especially, it's just like yes, and it's only gonna get better. Also, the mom is like a fucking complete ding dong.
Oh, she's terrible.
She's like, I can't be a mother with my wheelchair.
With like
what's wrong
MS.
with you?
Like, you know, no one like, oh, I'll just abandon my child for 7 years and that's better.
I'm not clear on who she left her with.
Her grandparents.
Okay.
But it looked like the same people, like that one lady that was also there. I don't know. I'm confused. And I guess we get the revelation of where Ichan comes from, and I'm still convinced he's like surrogate stepdad. Like there's a relationship happening there.
To who? Misaki?
No, well, yeah, but with the cripple. There's
That's
definitely
not PC.
well.
I think he just wanted. I think he's trying to reconcile Misaki and her mom by like be like, I bet she's also really good at Angelic Lair. And the only way that she'll meet is if they fight.
Oh.
It's so shonen.
I fucking love this show. Also, Hikaru continues to be a badass. Even though she has
Got you, bro.
technically no agency whatsoever.
He went off the whole too. It's pandemonium.
Oh,
Oh, man, this is third lap chaos.
Oh god, I barely got the jump. Whoa!
Whoa, there he goes.
Oh, I had a mushroom, you son of a bitch! No, Brad!
Yeah, I won.
Yes.
I never win.
Oh,
I
that
would
was
have
the last lap. God
won with that
damn it.
mushroom, and then the plot beat me. Oh,
I didn't realize
start.
last lap. Oh.
yeah.
All right, Bryce.
So yeah, Angelic Lair. I'm very happy I'm rewatching it because I'm just like, I was like watching the Tremble. It's like, yeah, fuck yeah! This fight's so good. Let's check the lightning map.
What else did we like about these episodes?
Kaide's kind of a nutcase, but that's fine. It's like, I'm this doll's mother.
I'm the mom, yeah.
All of like in the middle of the battle, like at the end of the battle, like I never had a mother. It's like, oh, we're just gonna drop that like that right here, huh?
Mario.
Tsuki Joe's moving on to One Piece. So is Mike.
Oh, it's the Grand Prix. They're doing all.
We'll have to talk about Angelic Lair next.
We didn't watch anything.
It'll be a quick update.
I haven't watched anything in a couple weeks. I've been bullshitting during this.
Oh my god, Bryce.
What?
Well, I'll tell you guys that I know Hikaru's weak point.
Oh, that's right. You would.
The much vaunted weak point.
Well, you can't talk about it yet for multiple reasons.
I'm
We're not in
not.
Cheese Land.
I'm not in Cheese Land. Can't talk about Angelic Lair.
Oh,
All right.
I'm on
first
episode 5.
Oh my god.
Are you really? What's happening,
Yeah,
Brett?
I'm trying. I don't know, she got tricked into fighting. Now she's in the tournament.
All right.
I'm really looking forward to Brett's like vaguely accurate over like his idea of what's going on.
Well,
I
now
will
I
say
feel bad because now he's watching it and we're going to talk.
No, talk about it
no,
because
he
I will
knew what
forget.
was happening. I will say I've never cheered so hard for a 5-year-old to cry.
Oh, I was thinking of you the whole time.
It's like, damn, I didn't know she was gonna lose. Even though I've
We've seen the show before.
I don't remember.
It's funny, I won't say anything else about the next episode other than I did at one point shout out "fuck you, Hanako" while watching on my treadmill.
God, there was something I felt very strongly about during that one episode we watched, and now I can't remember.
Shirahime. Oh yeah, it's the fact that like every character
Oh,
is like
it was-
profoundly broken.
No, it was all very Dragon Ball in that they like.
Oh yeah.
Like it's gonna be over really quickly, and they stare and they stare. And they
Oh, I know what my issue was,
stare.
where it was doing the like calculating the damage that they took. And
Yes.
we've never seen that before. Like, why couldn't they just tell immediately how much damage
Drama.
the 2 angels took?
Also, why can they just fly now?
I think it's supposed to be in slow
Everything wants to
motion.
be the Goku and Vegeta fight
No, she
so bad.
she was flying like horizontally. I will say, what's funny is like I love this show and like hate everyone in it except for Misaki.
Oh, that's a bomb.
There we go. We fixed it, Brett.
All right.
Oh, I went off the track, Brett. Oh, I thought that was the last lap. Oh god. Well.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, boogers.
I didn't like how the mom is suddenly just like, I'm cool, let's go eat ice cream.
Yeah, like secretly the worst character in the entire thing. It's like, what is wrong with you? Why are you so
She's
stupid?
been horrible the whole time. Like, I can't see her. I'm like, okay.
Why?
okay.
Why? Blue shell incoming.
No one cares that you're in a wheelchair, Mama. You're so
Oh, what the fuck?
the best angelic layer. Whatever. You say you do.
Oh no, red shell!
Get him, get him, get him, get him!
Oh! Damn it! You got it! You got it!
Wow!
So I watched 2.5 episodes.
So what are you up to? Because I was checking the episode list. I thought we watched through 20, but apparently we watched through 19.
Oh, then we're good because I watched the first half of 20.
Okay.
I didn't watch. I forgot.
Bryce, you didn't forget. You were asking how to get on my server.
No, that was for something else.
Oh, okay.
I at least wanted a copy of The Girl Led Through Time, so that's why I got on there.
I was gonna say we've combined One Piece and Angelic Lair together because now they're on a big boat.
Yeah, I was
Yep,
thinking
that's
that.
true. Well, there was something in that last episode we watched. It was a very poor episode.
It was
just thought it
really
was
bad
really
episode.
badly written, and nothing made any sense. But then it went full on Ava in terms
Yeah,
of
yeah.
like, oh no, the electricity's going out. We got to go into the motherboard and like tinker with our
Yeah.
butts and
I had the
whatever the
same
hell they were doing.
I had the same thought. Like this character is like the most batshit. Like I cannot believe this is their problem character.
Yeah.
But then like somehow it's still like a cool like the final fight was cool and I was into it at the end. So
All right, so here's the big question. Why are there suddenly rounds? in
they
the
said
fight?
there was going to be rounds in the finals.
I don't remember that. That
They
came out of
made
nowhere.
a big point of how in the finals you get a second and they do it in rounds now.
remember the seconds, but all right, I didn't remember that part.
You get seconds?
Did we have that?
Delicious seconds.
Let's just
Yeah, you
swap the
have
angelic
you have like an
seconds.
advisor who's like looking over the data and can like help you prepare the angel and advise on what's going on.
I guess I thought maybe it was like you got a 10 count to get up your angel up before it's because they're knocked out.
Bryce, you really do gotta catch up. We gotta get you. I gotta get back on this Monday thing.
I know.
And then we'll continue being in the social pipe forever.
I'm as frustrated with the mother as always.
Oh yeah, she's just like the absolute most annoying character in history.
Worst character in the show.
But also, like, it's kind of wild how, like, not only does, like, Misaki not figure it out, like, they never say her whole name or really show a clear shot of it, but shot of her, but also, like, no one's like, oh, hey, like, Suzuhara, like, that's the same name, and you kind of look the same.
They know the champion's last name? I guess they would have to, right?
Yeah, presumably.
I almost feel like she has a stage name because they're all like, shoo, shoo.
Right.
Oh, wow, that was a lot of explosion.
I always just got the sense that the champion is like a mysterious entity.
Yeah,
No one really
I kind of
knows.
felt that way. Who could say, though? God, where am I going?
5-year-old continues to bother me. It's like 5-year-olds
Oh, she's
don't
so
talk
bad.
like that. They talk like Ben.
Oh,
They care about Nintendo. And
Oh no, Tanuki Joe, leave me alone.
Oh, no, no. Oh, baby Mario.
Buzz, get the fuck out of here. You've had 12 years to learn that your tail can knock things over. Learn a lesson. Man, everything I could think of is from episode 20, because that's the one I was just on. But yeah, I liked the, I mean, maybe it's just kind of a simple thing, but I just liked the look of the fight on the boat, just because it was like, the, like, super bright, like, a little bit almost oversaturated colors, and just like...
Yeah, it was fine, I guess.
I was into that.
I don't know.
That girl, though, was like...
The girl was awful.
Like,
but-
I'm slightly tall. I hate everyone. It's like, that's why I was gonna make fun of Bryce. Bryce, what's it like? Is it so horrible being tall?
No, it's great. I love it.
And the random dude that was quasi like insulting / hitting on her for the entire
yeah.
episode. And then how did he get down on the floor to come talk to her? There's all these people in the stands, and he just comes down and
Yeah,
can
he just does it with confidence, the same way
I
he
guess
sat
so.
down next to her at the start of the episode.
I guess
He's
so.
got the smooth moves. The smooth, creepy moves. But yeah, it's funny. I thought the same thing about the Ava comparison. I'm just like, oh no, this nonsense word is at 20%. We gotta crack open this console, get into this other nonsense word, and what? Oh no, this character's got an AT field now.
It has to be sexual harassment, or it's not anime.
Yeah. Oh man, the latest Ogata like punishment was fucking weird.
Oh, is
They,
that
like-
in the next episode?
Well,
or-
I think it was. Did they not put it? He like pinned him down outside in his boxers. I thought that was 19.
No, we didn't get that yet.
Yeah, that's like this one's definitely a crime.
Oh.
I think of all the punishment games, I think the one that was most harmless was when he had to like eat soba noodles without making a sound. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm like, okay, I think that's pretty harmless.
What a
Sure, he won't enjoy the soba noodles as much as he wanted to.
Who else bothered me in this episode?
It's
Everyone.
funny. Like I keep finding myself being so annoyed with these like peripheral characters. I'm like, why did I love the show so much? I think it really just comes down to I like Misaki and Hikaru and I like the fights.
Yeah.
And like that, combined with stuff like just the overall style and the music, it's like, all right, this is enough. I'm on board.
I do like the soundtrack a lot. Every
Yeah.
song is good. And Mary's been saying that Misaki's voice seems to be getting more and more just higher every time she says something.
Oh, did you see the puppets yet, or is that in episode 20?
Oh man, the puppets are great.
Oh man, Tamayo's puppet, it's like doing the whole little show. It's a pretty good little show.
more and more off the deep end. Like, oh honey, this
Yeah.
is how you're coping.
Yeah. Violence and puppets. The Tamayo-chan story.
She can't actually
come
be 5. She's got to be like a 45-year-old that has a condition.
No, Tamayo is 13. It's her classmate.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Haruko is the
I was thinking-
5-year-old.
I was
Mike, I
thinking
think
it
you're
was
thinking of
a
Kaide.
5. You know what?
When she was doing like ventriloquism with
That's
Blanche.
it.
That was
Yes,
good too.
That was good.
Man,
Oh.
these some good moments and some really dumb character motivations.
I really did like that whole episode when they had like the party at the house.
Yeah.
But then the mom's like, I want to go see her. And then the aunt is like, now? She's like, okay, I'm just gonna
And then
roll
like,
up.
all right, I'm literally in the room. I have to leave now.
I'm like, you are mentally disturbed.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. Like a little surprise party for us. Like, oh my god, like progressively everyone I know is here. We're all jazzed up, even that bitch from the store. Your own take-home lair. It's only 3,000 watts. That's another technology that's like, you know, it's funny how the whole premise is that like they're doing this to, like raise money for research. It's like, what about the technology that allows dolls to levitate in the air? That seems like it'd have like applications in manufacturing.
One thing at a time.
One thing at a time.
Just like how clearly this all could just fall apart at any moment, and it's duct taped together in the back room.
Well, because it makes it clear it's like only like the third or fourth year they're really doing this, so it's kind of
They outgrew themselves too fast.
yeah. But also like because it's like an anime or because it's like a TV show, they don't want to have too big of a cast, so it's like, well, this is all fixed by these 4 people who work here. Like there's no army of technicians or anything. It's like, no, this guy, get in that console.
One of the employees is just another bad mom whose job it is to like change the diapers of the champion. I can't actually tell.
Someone's got to do it. No.
I like that. Press combining those two. Someone's got to do it. It's you. No.
You know what? Anime is notorious for having bad dads. It's refreshing to have a series with lots of bad moms in
That's
it.
a good point. Yeah. Not something you see very often. Do you have opinions about Angelic Lair, Demi Mad?
I have a lot of opinions about where we're at right now.
All right, I guess let's go for that. What's that? Cheese?
Cheese Land, obviously.
I forget where cheese is. There it is.
So I've decided to embrace the fact that Bryce just isn't going to catch up, but I'm going to start asking him direct questions to test his bullshitting abilities.
Oh man, everybody wants to talk about Angelic Lair.
What's going to be our next project after Angelic Lair?
We said we're going to read Ranma.
Book Club?
Bryce has an interesting suggestion on that too. I'm still on board with Ranma, but
Oh, you want to read Journey to the West with me? Great. I love it.
But maybe. Then you mention it. No, I was thinking like Nausicaa as the manga to read as opposed to the movie.
It's an interesting choice.
We'd have to get it, but yes.
first we got to talk about this. What episodes are you guys up to?
So we
just
watched
wrapped up 22.
we
Or
watched the
21,
beach
21.
episode.
Yeah, so that was the last one I saw, the mandatory beach episode.
Right. All right. So let's go one back and talk about I guess the last of was it the semifinals or?
Yeah, I think she entered the semifinals with the Battle of Brothers.
Yeah. I guess I don't have any real comments about it. It was
I think it's bullshit that in Angelic Lair, in an actual competition, they're like, "Hey, you're gonna fight our prototype now," and it still counts for points.
right.
And
It's gonna
it's manned
kick
by
your
an
ass.
employee.
Yeah,
Right.
not only it's like run by an employee and the founder of Angelic Lair. Bryce, what'd you think of their angel special moves?
I thought it was a little odd the way the angel sort of did that flip backwards first and then kicked forward, but it worked out really well.
Okay.
Not wrong, man.
No.
Oh.
So are you saying Angelic Lair, Layer, or Lair?
Layer. You got it, Alyssa.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's like they're on a lair and they're angels.
Neither.
it's
It's
a-
Angelic Liar.
Yeah.
There's a
It's
lot of
it's
lines.
show
music
by,
anime.
Clamp.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's like, what if Clamp made like a shonen tournament fighting show, but for girls, and they use dollies to fight each other.
Mind controlled.
Mind controlled
So-
dollies to fight.
Yeah.
Zatch Bell.
Oh no.
I was really hoping that Haruko was gonna die, but then she got out of the hospital, and that was a real bummer moment for me.
My biggest problem with that entire sequence was the timing.
Oh my god, yeah.
So she gets sick. They're like, okay, let's take her to the hospital.
Which they drive to.
They drove to the hospital. She gets seen by the doctor. She gets let go from the hospital.
Yeah.
They drive her home. The brother goes back to the game, and they're still fighting. So I'm like, I thought each fight was like 7 minutes long.
Well, so you're not wrong, but also she sent Kotaro back to watch from the hospital, and her mom picked her up.
But still, the amount of time.
Still, it's like clearly ridiculous. But maybe that Japanese healthcare system on the ball, and their transportation on the ball. I did like how the mandatory beach episode somehow became like both groups. It's like happened to take a beach day at the same time.
There's also the episode that they finally used their fucking words with each other slightly.
Bryce, what did you think of Ichan's swimsuit?
I thought it was a bit crass, honestly.
Yes.
How's my bullshit answers there?
Pretty good.
I like it.
I'm not sure how I feel about stupid little girl putting herself and her angel in the same swimsuit. I'm like, oh honey, you're taking it too far.
No, listen. If there's one thing Misaki's gonna do, it's get overly attached to her angel.
Misaki, I keep forgetting your name.
Also, I went to look up to see if I could find, like, did they ever say what was wrong with her mom? And I was very distraught to learn that her mom is 31 years old. I'm like, oh no.
They're all
old.
All the adults are idiots in the show. Everyone's an idiot in this show, but the mom's the worst.
She is the absolute worst.
Wait a minute.
What?
31? Misaki's 13. So she had her at 18?
Wow.
I mean, that tracks with how dumb they are. I don't know, right?
She is pretty dumb. This fucking map. Who chose this map?
Sorry. I just wanted to be different.
There you go.
Misaki made me do it.
Mary, you had a problem with the 5-year-old like sunbathing as if she were 32.
Yeah, I was like, why does a 5-year-old have a concept of even sun tanning and
Instead
wanting to
just,
get
like,
a tan in the first place?
Instead of just running,
Japan.
screeching at the top of their lungs
God.
into the ocean.
Oh, no. Oh yeah, there we go.
She
Good
kind of
point.
did, but
Yeah.
not going well.
And then it's just shouting the word ice cream over and over until she gets some. No. Now that she wanted
Wait,
shaved
does that
ice,
work?
she wanted melon flavored. It's like, what fucking 5-year-old are you? Melon flavored shaved ice.
I don't know. Watermelon seems like a good water ice flavor.
It's not watermelon. It's just melon.
Like, cantaloupe doesn't taste like anything.
I did like how this is like, oh wow, weird. You got the same specific order. Hey, you made the same specific lunch with the same specific way. Damn, Misaki's a dumb kid.
And it's someone, when they're looking at the bento, and someone says, oh, Shoko made that. I'm like, wait a minute, so someone actually said the mom's name, and Misaki doesn't, like,
Misaki
think
is
twice about it.
not-
That's my mom's name.
Is not a bright child.
Wow, fire hot.
Fire very hot.
Maybe that's why she's so
Whoa,
good at
fire
Angelic
indeed,
Lair,
huh?
though.
Yeah, most of her brain is dedicated to controlling robots.
No, she's just like very in the moment type of person. Like she never thinks about,
Misaki, a lot of credit.
In fact, whenever she gets her ass, like the only time she ever gets her ass kicked is when she's like thinking about something else in the moment in the fight. So
Yeah, exactly. She has great concentration, I guess.
He's bullshitting you again. He's not wrong.
no, this seems like a legit thought. Bryce has bamboozled me many a time. I think this one's real. Like, what's amazing is, like, Bryce can bamboozle me in a way that I find out about it months or years later, and he feels no need to reveal it. He has no, like, nothing. Just like, whatever. Just okay. That's it now.
I tricked him. Let's see if he ever figures it out.
Fucking, how many times can I hit this swinging thing? I've like never hit it before, and now just all the time. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, I hit the.
Rich,
Oh,
what do you
God.
think about
God,
the fight on the beach itself?
Yeah,
It
that
a
was.
little, a little risque, but yeah. The hit's still connected. Look good.
Each episode, what was like, and other than what's her name getting sick, what were some other highlights from recent fights? Because I cannot remember.
There was and the last one was like annoying tall girl, where the cool thing was like, hey, this stage is pretty cool. It looks really like I like these bright colors. It's like this bright red Hikaru and bright blue sky. This is some good colors. That's the best I can say about this fight.
I didn't watch an Angelic Layer, so it's a good thing JP's not here.
Yeah, well, I was talking with him earlier. Yeah, like we had enough time that we were gonna watch it, but he texted me at just the right time. Like, oh, cool, I can watch One Piece instead.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I watched an episode and a half of Angelic Lair.
I think I go to Target twice a week.
I know, right? I can't go 3 days without going to a Target.
We meant to watch and then we didn't. So
What is happening where you are?
I don't remember. It's been like a month.
Well, you got to figure
we
it
had
out.
a beach episode. We had a
Beach episode. Ojiro's still a fucking creep.
Yep.
Don't like him at all. Well, I watched the Hikaru wizard fight.
We didn't see that because last time we watched, Wizard was still her second.
Oops.
We'll have to get actually on track because we can probably do this in 2 more weeks if we. put our
I think so.
All right.
Do you guys
well,
think that Ichan will ever
18-year-old
confess his
father?
love for Misaki's mom?
That's what I wonder. An 18-year-old had an 18-year-old.
Are we doing the friggin' cheese course again?
we are. We gotta talk
so
about Angelic
sorry.
Layer somehow.
I thought we somehow didn't
You know-
get track.
Ah, fuck.
Drove right into
Who
it.
picks this one?
Mary
No,
did.
I'm
Mary
so
wants. So Mary,
sorry.
what do you want to say about
Okay.
Angelic Lair?
Well,
Everyone
I hate,
save your red shells for Mary.
I will say that I literally hate every single character in Angelic Layer.
What about Misaki?
She's a pile of shit.
No, Misaki is adorable.
No! Sorry, I just was in first place and drove right off the course.
As you
She's
do.
like fake cute. It's like
No.
Clamp decided to get into a laboratory and find statistically what is going to make a cute character. This,
Yeah.
this, and this, and this. And she just seems so derivative and barf.
Oh my god.
Get it.
Barf.
No, it's alright.
Everyone in this show, except for the gay one, is cool.
Except for the gay one.
The gay best friend who's loves Misaki but also loves the boy.
So she's not. She's bi. She's not gay.
Oh, okay. Tomato chop.
Bi
tomato
erasure
chop.
happening here live on the
Tomato-chan.
screen.
I don't know.
Damn, Mary.
Half gay.
Tomato chop.
Yeah, she's half gay.
She's alright.
Jeez.
How about the announcer guy? He's pretty okay.
Ah,
Oh, come on.
Also, you know who's a great character actually is Hikaru. You can't argue with Hikaru because she never says anything dumb.
she is just a proxy for Hikaru from Magic Knight Rares, so I can't complain.
It's not a proxy. In the manga, didn't she Misaki named it after her?
Legit, I like Hikaru from Magic
Yeah.
Knight
Well, she
Rares.
says I'll name it after the character from my favorite manga.
Oh,
Mary, we got 2 volumes downstairs. Go read it.
why don't you go pick it up?
Maybe it's better than the anime.
You're gonna be saying yeah at the end of every sentence.
It's not the end of every
She doesn't
sentence. It
really
is
much
the
anymore,
sentence.
She knows what she's doing now, so she doesn't do it all the time. It was when it was all about discovery.
Yeah, Doug.
All right,
did it.
tell me, what have
Hey.
you guys seen? What's going on?
I pulled up the episode guide because we watched them over the span of yesterday and today. So the first episode was is this a date or is this not a date with Ojiro,
Fucking hate that guy.
who is
Oh, he's
into
such a
the
fucking
mom
creep.
and the
Yeah.
daughter at the same time, and he's nowhere near aged either of them. It's
He's
really
the worst
fucking
character
bad.
of the entire thing.
So
Worse
bad.
than the mom, and the mom's pretty horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, Ojiro.
And then the boy and girl got stuck in the elevator.
I actually thought that was good
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, that was that they're actually doing something with what's his Kotaro and Tamayo.
Yeah,
Tomato-chan.
real emotions, real discussions happening in an elevator. It was pretty good. That's pretty much that episode, right?
Then there's the wizard fight.
Right.
I feel like the fights are getting less innovative, and just like we've seen the characters go through so many
Right.
tougher fights, and then they're just like, oh no, it's a punch. Oh god,
Or he's using static electricity somehow.
Well, I liked that because I thought it was really cool when she figured it out and like broke off her like tendril thing to ground
cool.
herself. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was the only cool thing about it.
Oh no.
Otherwise, she was just, I'm gonna keep throwing myself at this thing because I'm a fucking dipshit.
Well, she was trying to. She was looking to see what the weakness was. She kept seeing that there was something but couldn't figure it out, so she just keeps trying it. You know, it was either that or stand there and wait and just lose. I thought that made a ton of sense. That's why they even said it in the show. Like, you know, like Tamayo was like, "Why is she just throwing herself at him?" Like, she's trying to find out what's going on. She has to figure it out.
At the expense of her hit points. Or
Yeah.
whatever it is they use
That's the way
to
you're gonna
gain
do it. I just didn't think it was that interesting of a shtick in the end.
I hate the mom. She's an idiot.
Mom's the worst.
Well,
And then in
so
the
you
third
see
one,
24, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we did see
in
24.
the third one, she's like, the mom goes from fucking 0 to 60 to like,
Yeah.
I have to hide from her. I have to hide
Yeah,
from
like,
her.
I'm
So
gonna
like,
throw this match,
Oh, I
baby.
hated that.
Like
shit in the
finally like
fucking
goes over
series.
the edge in like the most
Ugh.
ridiculous way possible. I'm like, well, this is both good and not great. The way you've chosen to do this, but okay.
Wow, it's funny how much I don't remember that series, but I remember that stupid plot line.
Oh yeah, that's like the whole thing. Was it that she's like, oh, I can't. I'm ashamed that. It was like, it's like the not responding to an email problem, but way
Yeah.
worse.
Right, exactly.
At one point, I yelled at the screen. I'm like, maybe you shouldn't have had a kid. You
Yeah.
dumb fuck.
Right?
Jesus Christ. I did like the crazy doctor confessing to the stupid mom though. That
Yeah,
was cute.
yeah.
Ugh.
Now we're gonna get the Hikaru Athena grudge match, Hell in the Cell match. Athena threw Hikaru off the top into the judges' table.
Did get one finally, most recently. I still can't believe, like, as we watch these episodes, just looking at the voice cast of the show, like, how the fuck did they get these people? Like, what dark magic and or blackmail do they have on all of these A-list voice actors? It just doesn't seem right.
I don't know.
Anyway, I guess that's Angelic Lair episodes 22, 23, and
I got no
24.
idea what any of y'all are talking
Wow.
about.
That was your
Well,
podcast
but-
voice.
Isn't it just because they're
feelings?
Clamp?
Yeah, it's
probably.
Clamp.
Okay.
So I mean, you know,
That sums it
Clamp
up
has the
actually
clout,
pretty
right?
well.
Yeah.
Next time we'll finish it up.
What else stood out to you in those episodes? Anything? I
Um,
mean, I just hate everybody in that show.
I wanted to actually take notes, and I thought I had more, but then that doesn't make it as casual as this is.
Yeah, exactly.
If I come
You want-
into it prepared.
Keep it super cash.
Fuck you!
That's what we want. We want him to fuck you.
Nothing more casual sounding.
just like lining up, like all chill, lining up for item box, and Brett fucking shoves a green shell up my ass.
All right, I got him with one. Oh shit!
Oh shit!
What's happening?
Oh, it comes to an end.
Angelic
Fucking
Lair.
Worst
is
mother,
A
worst
tale
daughter.
That ultimately boils down to
I felt
the worst mother in all of anime history.
she's still absolutely the worst, but I did feel like that her explanation at the end. I felt a little bit bad. It's like, all right, it's like you get in the situation where it's like it's so bad I can't acknowledge it, and then it just continues to get worse, which makes it harder to acknowledge it.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, I guess, and like the fact that like they're kind of both doing it, but it's still like you're both idiots. Like, what's wrong with you? I think the most important thing we gotta talk about is what the how nobody commented on Ichan in the fucking Athena costume, which is like for like 2 or 3 whole minutes.
I did. I was like, he has boobs now. Okay.
Yeah, it's just like so like standing around like no one has anything to say about this, huh? Okay.
Maybe they're
That's
used
pretty
to it
good.
by now. It's like, that's pretty much. It was all inevitable when it come to that.
One thing I'm just realizing now, I'm glad they at least didn't make it explicit or like, you know, confirm either way that Ojiro does not get with Misaki. Like, fuck
Or
that
the
guy.
mom.
Yeah, like that guy just fades into the distance. Good, go away into the garbage bin of anime.
It's like, I'm into this way older lady and this way
Yeah,
young
like-
chick.
Like, you're fucking weird. Like, go away.
Let's also talk about like how we had to have a slow, awkward pause on 5-year-old giving a kiss
Oh
to
yeah.
12-year-old.
Oh
Whoa,
yeah.
yeah.
I saw that. I just started cracking up. I was like, Haruka finds one last way to piss me off. Yeah, that was weird. That was real weird. The fight was cool though. I was into the fight.
Okay, I have to admit. So I was sitting in a big circle chair directly in front of the TV, really paying attention. I actually stroked out for a second and don't know how the fight ended, even though I was staring directly at it.
Hikaru wins. Hikaru win.
Oh, okay. But like, what did she do?
There's like they both did like a giant energy attack while like falling under the ground, and it's like a nuclear explosion. And then like Hikaru walks out of it with fire background like Ava Unit 1.
Okay.
It's like a Hollywood movie explosion.
Yeah.
Fights have gotten less bombastic
Yeah.
the more closely we've gotten to the finals. And in that sense, it's gotten very disappointing. Like, I enjoy the fact that they're more physical, but I would have expected that like earlier on in the fights. And now they're just like, I don't know, they just seem less fantastical.
So upon rewatching it, that series is dumb, but I still love it and can't explain why. Probably not going to be doing a rewatch again anytime soon.
I have to admit, I don't understand why we even own this show.
It's a real solid B minus.
Yeah, I'll give it that. I'll give it a personal B plus, but only because I think honestly a big part of it is it's just like an anime I found early on when I was watching anime. So it's like, oh, this shit's awesome. I have nothing to compare it to.
I could be convinced to give it a B based on the music. Opening,
music's
ending
great.
themes, the music itself, the background music. Yeah.
I feel like, I mean, we all have that one show that we know is garbage, but we love it anyway. That's me and Hana Yoridango.
No,
So all you guys in one piece, I get it.
No. Like, what's your garbage show? Dragon Ball. Go.
No. Ooh. I gotta think about that.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to think of mine.
Yeah.
My garbage show.
Mine is Love Hina.
I've never seen it.
No.
It-
Well, to be fair, I
Now
haven't.
that's an anime name I haven't heard in a very long
It seems like appropriate for the garbage show though. Like it's dumb, but I can see like again like someone just latch onto it. It's like a duck. It's the first anime you see, you imprint on it.
It's probably Angelic Layer for me. Yeah.
I mean, when I first got into like fan subs, the first two shows I saw were Chobits and Angelic Lair.
Those are
you
of
went
a
all in
kind.
on
Yep.
Clamp.
That I downloaded from Kazaa, one episode at a time from random fan subbers.
Of those
I
shows.
think for me, Fushigi Yugi is still my guilty pleasure.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call that a garbage show because that's
The
I mean,
garbage
that's-
I don't know. Is it a garbage show?
No, it's
Lots of people think it's a garbage show. I don't think it's a garbage show.
yeah, but all right, we need to differentiate between like, oh, I think that's a dumb show, as opposed to like a B minus C plus show, which is
What do you guys define as a garbage show, though?
Stinks.
just like little redeeming value, no long lasting impact, but kind of like also inoffensive at the same time.
Sounds like a guilty pleasure to me. I think we're redefining the term.
Yeah.
No, I would classify them differently.
I want to understand what the difference is.
Well, I also think there's no such thing as a guilty pleasure. You either like something or you don't.
Oh.
And you're either man enough to admit it or you're not.
But you can
Guilty
be
pleasure.
into something and know it's still bad, and that is a garbage show. For me, I'm using them synonymous or interchangeably.
I remember having like a multi-month-long debate with Brett, where saying you could like a bad movie, and he says, "No, if I like the movie, it is good." That was his definition.
Like you can objectively look at something and be like, "Yeah, this is bad, but I also love it, and I don't care." Like me and Armageddon.
So,
Oh, I fucking love that.
so Dragon Ball GT.
Or like
Yeah.
me in the Speed Racer movie.
Yes. No. Speed
That's-
Racer.
No, that's
That's
genuinely
no.
good.
That
That
was
is-
fantastic.
Oh, that wasn't even my boober. Oh my god.
Speed Racer
Mike!
was better with time.
I will not tolerate any besmirching of the Speed Racer movie.
What?
Can someone? Whoa! Got me at the finish line.
So, Mike, you
What?
don't think Hana Yoridongo is a garbage show?
No, I think it has some production issues, and the music's real bad. The Japanese voice cast is terrible.
Yeah.
I'm not really selling the show, am I?
God, I had some other point about Angelic Lair and it's fading
It
away.
did give us the line. Can we not talk about this right now?
Can we not talk about this right now? My other point about Angelic Layer is that every single character is irredeemably bad.
Hikaru.
Hatoko's amazing. Don't you steal my impression.
It's really good. She's
Joe says his is the dick dub of Sailor Moon.
That's
good though.
Mary and I are definitely coming around. Like in retrospect, that dub was way better than it had any right to be.
It was
way
more accurate than I think
accurate.
people give it credit for
Yeah.
in certain ways. And it was like clever when it wanted to be.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Whenever you play this round, is I gotta switch over to something else where my laptop is. Guys, right back.
Also, I heard that it's dick dub.
That's what he said. He said the dick dub.
That's what I said, yeah.
I had to think about it for a second. I realized
What is it supposed to be?
Deek.
Deek, that's right.
Deek.
They say it at the end every time.
10 years ago. Oh no, don't tell me.
This like kid show. It's a dick.
That's probably why they pronounced it out loud. That's probably why they pronounced it out loud at the end. So the kids wouldn't get ideas.
So the dog wouldn't get ideas.
This is gonna bug me. I'm gonna sit here all night trying to think of what my last Angelic Lair point was.
Run through the characters in your head.
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Who have we not talked about? Do we talk about
All the side characters who have nothing to contribute.
Well, they got
Yeah,
stuck in-
they all have like one weird hang up.
Balls.
I think
I
it's
don't
kind of funny, like the big like little epilogue where it's like all this like everyone's like having happy times, and then it's like what's their names? Like visiting her sister's grave.
Yeah, my sister's dead.
Like oh shit, man, we didn't fix that one.
Like in the second to last episode where Misaki and your mom went to the restaurant, they're both just sitting there crying, talking about like how horrible they are. It's like,
Oh
okay.
yeah, or like when they're like on the sidewalk crying in the rain, everyone's like walking past them like ooh.
Looking at him with their umbrellas, like, should we? Nah.
She did walk at the end. That was cool. They figured it out.
Yeah, but the kid was still a creep, looking around the corner with his brother.
How? I didn't see that. What the fuck was I doing?
Actually, I was just rolling with it. I didn't see that. I wasn't watching the ending very closely and believed you. I was like, did I see a bomb? No, that can't be. And then I blew up.
Angelic Layer of the game.
Right now, we're like talking
Okay.
about the game. They had a secret bomb at the end. I mean, I guess
Came out of nowhere.
Athena and Hikaru did blow up real big, so.
I saw a very different ending. She was walking at the end, and then there was a bomb. I don't know.
The wheelchair was a bomb all along.
I finished fifth.
Look at
Someone's got to turn down the volume.
It's got a bomb.
I also think it's funny how it's like, oh, I can't tell my daughter about I'm in a wheelchair, and then like, I feel like that was the most realistic reaction. Whereas like 10 minutes later, it's like, oh yeah, like what's up with the wheelchair? It's like the least important. Who cares?
Yeah. I really liked Misaki's like, well, we went to the beach and we did these
Yeah.
things. I
Well,
gotta catch you up so fast.
I liked that. That was actually
Yeah,
kind
me
of
too.
finally got someone to.
Yeah.
I finally have a goddamn parent.
It was like a natural reaction to, like, I gotta tell my mom all these things, but I don't know how to communicate as a child or as a friend or as anything.
Oh, I remember what it was. I think that show would have been like twice as good if it was half as long.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, edit it down. 13 episodes would have been more than enough.
Rid of Ojiro.
Yeah. Get rid of a lot of subplots.
I'm still hung up on the Amazing Voice Cast. I mean, it's like legendary person after legendary person. Show does not deserve it. I say as someone who likes the show.
Can you just like complain about everyone again?
Yeah.
The mom is horrible.
Who's the worst?
The mom.
No.
Mom.
Mom's not even like bottom 3.
I
Is
think
she?
the mom.
Wait, say again, Mike?
I think the mom's the worst.
Might be third worst. It's Ojiro, Haruko, and then maybe the mom.
It's the mom, Hachiko, Ojiro.
What does the cat
Very
think?
strong opinions on this.
Going for Brett, you jumped in front of it.
Damn it.
So who was your favorite of the angels?
Hikaru.
That's a very good one.
Yeah, Hikaru.
I like Shibahime.
She's nice and scrappy.
Yeah.
Honestly, they're all very forgettable.
I like Hachiko is the best.
Yeah. I think.
Even though I don't like her, I liked her angel.
I like Blanche, the like nurse one that goes to hyper
Oh
mode.
yeah.
I thought the tall one, the tall girl in Angel was pretty good.
Yeah.
I
I liked her
like
too.
her.
Pretty cool looking.
Was she Shirahime?
Yeah, I don't like Shirahime. What's with that weird giant thick tendril? What are you doing? Why are you always like dramatically taking your coat off? You should be normal.
What do we just do to each other?
I have 2 questions. One question before I leave.
Yes.
Would I like this Angelic Layer show?
Would like Digicarrot.
No, maybe.
No,
You would
probably
like Lower Decks.
You wouldn't. Yeah, actually, you might like the Star Trek show.
You might like Angelic Layer if you liked anything clamp related in the late 90s, early 2000s. Maybe it's 26 episodes. It's girls fighting like little robot dolls.
Now that we've
Against-
told you the entire show after 6 months.
I mean, I know who, like, well, I don't know, but I know that there's people I'm supposed to strongly dislike.
All of the above.
The mom.
The mom
And
is
anyone who speaks.
Oh, great.
The mom's in a wheelchair and she's like got issues about it. She's like, oh no, I'm in a wheelchair. My daughter can't see me in a wheelchair. Like, no one cares. You're
You're
fine.
not really
You're in a
describing
wheelchair.
her issue.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Okay, wait. What's your second question?
No, I realized I only had one.
Second question is, what should my second question be?
What should my second question be? All right, have a good night, everybody.
All right, good
See ya.
night.
Later.